Ready. And welcome back to the Creative Outlet. Aquí estamos con
Banx, what up, what up, what up?
Banx Tattoo.
Banx tattoos.
Usually start from the bottom up, or
Yeah.
on the
So usually I'll start like kind of like a printer. I'll start from the left bottom corner and then kind of work my way up like a printer. So I'll go like this, just so that way like I'm not smearing my stencil and stuff. So I'll kind of just try to keep like focus on a little area at a time. Run these little lines, stretch the skin.
As of now, ¿cuántos años llevas ya tattooing?
Tattooing right now, fool. I'm on my 5th year, bro. Fool, the first time I grabbed the tattoo machine, my uncle gave me a machine. He had just gotten out of prison. That fool gave me a machine, fool. I was probably like, I don't know. I want to say maybe like 17, 18 years old.
So you've been around tattoos, 20 years plus, huh?
Yeah, for my whole life, basically. Because my uncles are all, we all grew up right here in East LA and shit. And I don't know. I feel like it's kind of part of our culture. And yeah, dude, I grew up around tattoos. The first tattoo I got, I was 16, and my mom paid for it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
But she had to sign a waiver, probably, no?
Nah, I didn't go to a shop. My homie, my uncle's homie, that fool tattooed, and he pulled up to the house. We did like a little tattoo party.
Oh, he tattooed everyone there.
Yeah, fool. Tattooed me, my brother, my uncle. I remember like I would see like my uncles and shit, fool. Like when my uncle Monk, he lived right there at my grandma's house. I remember like when him and his friends would get like tattooed, it was kind of like they would hide it from us. I don't know if it was because we're like kids or I don't know, fool.
Hide the tattooing or the tattoo?
Yeah, like his homie would go and tattoo him like in his room and shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it was like kind of like back then tattooing wasn't really like accepted, I guess, how it is now. So they were like, oh, like the kids shouldn't be seeing that, I guess type shit. But I knew what was going on. And then yeah, I got my first tattoo, and then after that, fool, I was just like, damn, like I like this. I got a little Amazon, a little cheap machine. Started tattooing my homies and shit, and then yeah, I stopped for a long time. I didn't think like tattoo was like a serious job.
And it is pretty influential. The first things you see as, maybe a kid, that kind of did put you on that, or gave you that vision or idea to do tattoos, right?
Yeah, I thought it was cool, and I always like drawing and shit. My background in art has always been like graffiti and shit. I was like a tagger, fool, you know what I mean?
Were you a tagger before you saw tattoos, or you were tattooing and doing tagging almost like at the same?
No. I was a tagger when I was like growing up, fool, like as a kid, you know what I mean? Like, I would just draw like, little characters, nothing crazy, fool, like, letters and shit.
But like on walls, or you had a
Yeah,
cuaderno?
no. Yeah, I was on the walls, fool. I got in trouble for that shit, fool. I got arrested and
Oh, dang.
the whole schmeal.
High school.
Yeah, no, junior high school.
Junior high school.
Griffith Middle School.
Damn.
I'm sure there's people that watch your podcast. They'll be like, damn, I remember that. I remember when that fool got arrested.
Oh shit! Or during, like you
During
were
school. Yeah.
Was it you by yourself, or you had a little?
Nah, like homies.
Or you the only one they caught?
Yeah, fool. I guess I was just like a stupid kid, fool. Like I was going around the school tagging and shit, and then fucking I guess I had been tagging like on the walls outside of school and shit like that too. So like the name that I was using, they put kind of two and two together.
What name were you using at the time?
It had to be something stupid though, for sure.
Lomeli.
Uh,
Your full name. Did you also practice on your leg when you were?
yeah, fool. You have to, bro.
Does it feel weird to do it and then feel the sting yourself?
Yeah, that's like the weirdest pain I've ever felt in my life. Is tattooing yourself, because it's like
You don't know how hard you're going.
you do, you know what I mean? But it hurts, and you want to stop, and you could stop, but then you're gonna be left with like an unfinished tattoo. You gotta keep going, fool. I made myself pass out
On the leg?
on one of my leg tattoos. Yeah, I tattooed myself. I guess I went a little too hard on my when I was shading in the numbers that I have on my leg.
You got lightheaded and boom.
I got light hit. Nah, fool. So I even drove myself home and everything, fool. It wasn't until I got home. When I got home, I went to go use the restroom, and then so I just remember fucking waking up on the floor like fucking convulsing and shit.
Oh,
I fucking
that's wild. But there was other things besides tattooing, or maybe you were drinking.
No. I wasn't drinking, fool. I was sober. I'm. Oh well, I guess. Yeah, I guess because okay, what happened was, fool, that day when I tattooed myself, I wasn't planning on tattooing myself, fool. I was just kind of there at the shop, and it was already kind of getting late, and I had already been there all day, and I was smoking weed all day, fool, and I didn't eat shit all day. You know what I mean? I was just kind of fucking just existing, fool, like that. And I think that's what happened, fool. I think I didn't eat that day, and I was just all fucking stoned, and yeah, fool. I guess my body wasn't fucking with it, bro. That's why I always like, especially like people want to hit me up. Oh, it's my first tattoo. I'll be like, all right, yeah, bro. Like, just make sure you eat, before your session. You know what I mean? Have a good breakfast, bro. Because I feel like that shit's important, fool. Your body, is going through like trauma, fool.
Is that part of your when you tattoo? Let's say people you don't know. Do you usually have like a little list that you tell them? Like for instance, that you make sure you eat, you hydrate, or only if it's their first.
Oh, well, if they mention it to me, yeah, because I mean, it's like their first tattoo. Because I assume, I guess that they kind of already know, right? Like the deal.
Has anyone passed out on you though?
Oh yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
On their first tattoo.
Yeah, first tattoo, fucking second tattoo.
And it's usually is a certain location where it's like you would say like, oh, that was the reason because it was like on a real painful spot.
Nah. It's never been because of pain.
Or it's just that the weakness of not eating.
Yeah, bro. That's crazy that you mentioned that. Yeah, it's never been about pain when they pass out. It's always like they don't mention like. So I had this guy. I literally tattooed a line on his. I was doing a tattoo here, small one, and I did just one line, and this dude just like straight passed out, but like having like a seizure. Like I freaked out. I was like, oh shit, dude, like this was gonna die right now. Afterwards, right, his girl comes and picks him up. I mentioned it to her. I was like, yeah, he passed out. She's like, oh yeah, like it's probably because he's scared of like blood and needles and stuff. And I'm like, and I look at him, I'm like, dude, like that's something you should probably tell your tattoo artist, dude. Like that's exactly what we're gonna do, is make you bleed and stick needles in your skin, bro. Yeah, I can't babysit either.
What is the worst thing you've seen or experienced? I guess.
I think this is like the worst experience I've had. Like tattooing, I was tattooing this girl, and she was just too drunk, and she was with her boyfriend, and this fool fucking started fucking smacking her up right there in front of like me and like the whole shop. That shit was crazy.
That's great.
Yeah, he started like smacking her, like beating on her, and I had to tell him like, hey, bro, like you can't fucking do that shit here. Fucking got a bounce, homie, Yeah, that was like the worst day, fool. I think that's been like one of the worst days in my career. For sure.
So they showed up together, then they started like arguing?
They
or
showed up
he
together.
pulled up out of nowhere?
No, yeah, they showed up together, but I could tell like they had already been drinking. But I was like, okay, cool. Like people drink, they like to drink before their tattoos. I get that, but it gets to a point where I'm kind of like, when they get too drunk, and you're kind of like just fucking it up for me now, like you're moving too much. And yeah, fool. She was just like literally, fool. I was tattooing her butt, fool. And like I would start tattooing her and she would grab my hand. And she'd be like, wait, it hurts. Cause I guess she was just drunk, like just too fucked up. Like obviously I started kind of getting bothered, fool, cause it was like literally every time I would start tattooing her, she would like stop me, So I started kind of getting like irritated. And then, he's not as drunk as her, so I kind of turned to look. I guess it was my fault. Fuck. I turned to look at that fool like, hey, bro, like, like your girl's a little, she keeps moving, bro, like I don't want to fuck up the tattoo, And that's when I was like, we'll take a little break. He's like, oh, I'll talk to her and, don't trip. I was like, all right, cool. And we took a little break. And then when we took that break, fool, like, next thing you know, like, they're like right there. arguing, and I just hear this fool say something like "fuck you, bitch" or some shit, and then we just fucking hear like a fucking. And once I heard that, because I had my back turned to them, once I heard that, I turned around and I seen that fool go back for the second one, fool, and he just went, "Oh, fuck," and I was like, "Fuck, bro, come on, dog, you know, can't be doing that shit, bro." But yeah, fool, that's like the worst day for me, fool. And then that to top it off, like I never tattooed like late, right? So I always try to set my appointments up like in the morning time, like around, 10 o'clock, full 10:30. And that day I was like, fuck it, today I'll work late. Fuck it, And sure enough, fool, that's what happened to me. Fool, I was like, fuck, bro.
He's
I
lucky he didn't get jumped. Imagine, like, because I
yeah,
mean, you're in a
dude.
professional space,
That's what
but
I'm
like,
saying, dude. Fool, like I get it, bro. Like his girl was a little drunk or whatever, but you don't beat on girls, fool. No matter what. That's why I said I was like, damn, I feel like it's my fault now thinking about it, fool. Because I'm like, damn, like if I would have took that break, or wouldn't have said anything, maybe he wouldn't have fucking beat her up, fool.
he just felt like he had to check her.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy, fool.
But then that shows that that's, I guess, their style of relationship. That they,
Yeah,
because they
right.
freely did it in public. Imagine, like, in private.
That's what I'm saying, and that's when I really started feeling bad. I was like, damn, fool. Like this was probably gonna go home and beat her up some more.
I wonder if they're still together.
No, so okay, so trip out on this, bro. This story gets even crazier, fool. So I didn't finish that tattoo that day, right? Obviously, and I had them come back. And when they came back, he was super cool. They're sober, right? And that's what I'm saying. They're cool. Like they apologized. They're like, hey, she was like, yo, like I'm so sorry, this and that. Sober, cool people, you know. And whatever, I'm chopping it up with them at this point. Like, oh, it's cool. Don't worry about it. Finishing her tattoo. And he's like, yeah, bro, like my bad, dog. Like, this and that. And again, openly, he goes, yeah, fool, this bitch is crazy. And I'm like, yeah, like, kind of just trying to ignore him. I'm like, dog, like, what do you want me to say to that? And he's like, yeah, fool, she's crazy, fool, she shot me. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, fool, she shot me. That's when I started paying attention again. He's like, yeah, look. And he grabs his shirt and he lifts his shirt up. And this was a fucking bullet hole in his arm, dude. It looked like fresh. It looked like he had it. Maybe she had shot him like a month prior for two. Like you could still see the scab and everything. Fool. I was like, dog, like what the fuck, bro? Talk about a toxic relationship. You know?
For sure. It's all the trauma bonding right there. It's not love anymore. It's
Yeah,
just like,
bro.
and that goes to show guys that girls don't like nice guys.
That was a weird, like the most stressful day I guess I've ever had.
Because then that puts you also in the middle in a way.
Especially because like you have other people there getting tattooed, you have other artists there tattooing. Like you don't want them to be like feel uncomfortable, you know what I mean? So don't fucking fight with your fucking significant other when you come and get tattooed. It makes it weird for everybody. Don't do it. Stay home.
Beat up your girl in private.
Yeah.
In between artists, what would you say is the main goal for most? To do, like, open up their own shop? Is that an end goal? Or is it mainly just build up clientele? What would you say, people?
Yeah, I would say yeah. It'd probably be like I feel like yeah, building your clientele is obviously like very important, right? Because again, fool, like you want to do this as much as you can. You know what I mean?
Like having the returning clients that you pretty much build with them, right?
Yeah, bro. If you don't get, you want people to like. I guess what I would want. My goal is for sure. I would love to open up my own place one day. In the future. But it's like the little things, even right. Like where I'm at right now. Like I feel like my goal would be to be able to turn away tattoos that I don't really want to do. Not like in a dick way, you know what I mean? I guess there's just certain things that I like to draw or like tattoo that I enjoy more than other things, you know what I mean?
Right. Like
And
work with your style more. Stuff
yeah,
that
you know what I mean? And I feel like that's one of my main goals right now. My main goal is to like eventually get to the point where I don't have to like you know, to just to make ends meet, tattoo every single project that comes my way. You know what I mean? Which I don't like. There's some certain things where I don't tattoo. You know what I mean? Like I stopped doing like letters because I just really didn't have fun with it. So I'll send that to the homies. You know? Yeah, I do letters and shit. I really like doing like anything that has to do with like I don't know. I guess like tells a story. Food. Like I did some food the other day. Like not the other day, a couple months ago. I did his mom's house. They lived right here in the projects in East LA. You know.
Mm.
So like the tattoo kind of tells a story. Food. You know what I mean? Like there's like the address of the house. You know. I did like it's basically a whole outer sleeve. It was like his culture, right? So I did like the Mexican the eagle, the águila with the snake, and then I did like he wanted something religion, you know, to kind of look over his family and that whole thing. So I put a cross with some little mountains, and then under that I put like his parents' house. You know what I mean? Like the palm trees that he would see when he would walk to school. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. Fool, like that's cool to me, especially when it comes out like the way that you want it.
Something that is meaningful to them, that not just something that looks
Yeah,
cool. It's
dude.
something very.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I have another project this in December, and same thing. He's seen that post that I posted, about the homie and his his parents' house and all that, and yeah, dude. Like I'm doing something similar. You know what I mean? His uncle was like a truck driver, tow truck driver, and he wants his parents' house as well, but he wants me to put the car kind of like parked in front of the house, so I
Oh
get to
shit.
do all that. You know what I mean?
It's dope.
And then once you see it on the skin, full, like you're just like, damn, that's what's up, bro. It's like an accomplishment, you know?
As far as where you at now, skill level, is that something that you say you're still building from, or you think it's just, I guess, perfecting it now, or is there still things that you are trying to learn?
Oh no, yeah, fool. There's always room to learn. You know what I mean? But yeah, fool. I mean, I feel like I still have a lot to learn, bro. You know, for sure.
How would you go about learning? Like just hands on, or is there like videos people watch, or how do
Yeah,
people?
you can do like seminars. Like people sell seminars online and stuff, and you can do that. That's cool. But I don't learn like that. Fool. Like I'm more of a hands-on like type of learner,
Yeah.
I guess. I get more positive results when like my homies at the shop are like physically there, like helping me. Like, hey, fool, like you could do this. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like try this better. And they'll like even my homie Danny, like if I'm tattooing like a friend, like if he was here today, he would be like, "Oh, is it cool if I put gloves on and then kind of just show you?" And I'm totally cool with that, fool. You know what I mean? Because again, like the end goal is fool, like right, is to tattoo like magnificent, fool. It's like the unconstructive criticism. That's what I do mine. You know what I mean? Like fool, just basically kind of just hating.
Right. They tell you something, but they don't tell you how to
And yeah, and they
improve
do
it.
it
Or
in a way where it's like kind of just more like you're just being a dick about it, you know? And that's what I love about the shop that I'm at now, fool. And yeah, fool. Like I feel like for tattooing, the more artists you meet, the more different styles and techniques, bro. Like you could start picking up and just kind of utilizing them, fool.
yeah, the more tools in your toolbox.
Exactly, And I've been fortunate enough, dude, to like meet a bunch of cool fucking artists, fool. That are willing to help me out, fool. Fucking detats, fool. Like the homie that owns the shop where I work at now. That was a fucking, that was a saint, fool, Fool fucking helped me out so much, bro. My homie Space goes too. That fool fucking, same thing, It's all constructive criticism, fool, you know what I mean? Like, never like hate or like negativity, fool, you know what I mean? It's always kind of like just more like positive advice. And yeah, dude, every time I take their advice, fool, the tattoo comes out looking sick, fool.
Yeah, I think that as long as it comes from a place of, I guess, lead by example or teaching you rather than just knocking it down.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What would you say makes a good artist? Is it Well, obviously the result, but is there anything in specific, like if they can do something quick, if they can do something freehand, what would you say that?
Somebody that takes their time, fool, and that really appreciates their job, fool. Cause yeah, bro, like at the end of the day, fool, like we're modifying people's skin for the rest of their lives. So you kind of you definitely want to take that into consideration, you know?
What is that? Is that numbing cream?
No, it's
Oh,
just A and D ointment, fool.
oh, okay. Because
Yeah.
I hear that artists don't like using numbing cream, that it doesn't pierce as good or something like that. Is that a thing or no?
I've never dealt with that.
Oh, okay.
I feel like what it is some people's skin does react differently, you know? You can have like allergic reactions. So
Gotcha.
maybe that's why some foods don't use it, but I have heard like of people. I'm gonna turn your leg a little bit like that, fool, because I'm gonna start working right here. I have heard of some people like yeah, like some artists don't like it because it makes the skin kind of like look weird. The texture of the skin a little bit different.
But you normally don't use it, do you? Unless they ask, like
Unless
if
they ask, yeah. If they ask for it, I don't mind it. We offer a local anesthesia too at our shop, so that's pretty cool.
was that like an
The
injection?
injections, yeah,
Oh
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
But I figure that's like for big pieces, no?
You'll be surprised though, dude.
For a little.
Some people want numbing cream for their little tattoo, dude, you know?
I hear people say that the ones that have a lot of tattoos that they like the pain. That's the big reason why they even get so many, right?
That's definitely a thing for sure, fool. But there's also people that just want to be fucking different, you know? I don't like the pain, you know? Yeah, but there's people out there for sure that are like that. They like feeling that uncomfortableness, I guess, you know, of the needle and shit.
Is there any tattoo artists that have no tattoos? Is there such a thing?
Yeah, yeah. My
That
homie Geo Tats, what up, Geo? Fucking my homie Geo, that fool didn't have tattoos for like a long time, fool. And he was like doing like these fucking sick ass pieces, fool, you know? And he had like one tattoo behind his ear. I think that was it. But then he started getting tatted. He started getting his back done and shit.
because I don't think it's a bad thing because it's not like they're doing them themselves, so it's not that.
Nah,
that
yeah. There's just different types of clients, you know? There's some people that they don't really care. They just want to get some shit. And then there's people that, yeah, like they do, right? Like they want their tattoo to mean something, you know what I mean? Which is cool. Either way, you know?
someone getting a tattoo for the first time, what would you tell them?
I would recommend one, and the most important one is do your research. Do your research of what type of tattoo you want to get. You know what I mean? Because there's certain artists that specialize in certain things, and take your time. There's no rush. You
When you
know,
say research, you mean like research different
research
locations and artists?
different artists. Yeah, different artists. If you're on a budget, you know what I mean. Fucking ask around. Don't just go to any place because you don't know like who's gonna fucking again right modify your skin for the rest of your life because that's what we're doing. And you don't want somebody that's only been tattooing for fucking a month trying to do a whole fucking back piece on you. You know what I mean? Yeah, dude. Make sure you're hydrated. Make sure you talk to your artist. You know if you have any like fucking allergies or allergic, you know, you're allergic to anything, or that's another thing too. Is if you start feeling lightheaded or fucking woozy or sick, like you want to throw up, dude, tell your artist.
Yeah,
Some people like they don't want to say anything because they don't want to look stupid. You know what I mean? But you're gonna look more stupid when you fucking
actually.
faint, fall on the floor, and bust your head. Uh, Opposed to being like, hey, dude, like I didn't eat anything this morning. Is it cool if I grab some breakfast or you know?
Any locations you recommend for the first, or is this goes based off their
Well, I
personal?
mean, yeah, like whatever they want, you know what I mean? Yeah, there is areas that hurt less for sure. Like this area right here isn't anything, it shouldn't be too painful, you know? The outer arms are pretty usually not very painful. Also, like these parts probably less painful. But one thing that I do know is if you want to get a tattoo, right, don't go and get a little tattoo and put it here because that's where people mess up too. I get a lot of people, they'll be like, oh, like I want, this is my first tattoo, you know, I want to get this. And I'm like, cool, you know, and then they'll be like, oh, I want to put it right here. And again, like, I'm not your babysitter, right? I'm not going to I'll mention it to them. I'll be like, hey, like, are you planning on getting tattooed like in the future? Like, are you planning to get like a sleeve? You know, because that tattoo we put it there, it's gonna get in the way of everything else. So don't just go and get a little tattoo and then put it like here. If you want to go and if you're trying to test the waters and see what the tattoo feels like, and you know you want to get something small or whatever, totally fine. But really just think about the future. Whenever that artist designs this tattoo for the rest of your arm, they're gonna have to work around that little tattoo, you know what I mean? And sometimes that tattoo won't flow with what you're trying to get done.
If the little tattoo makes sense to build from, that's
Yeah, you can, if you're gonna build from that little tattoo, go for it. But for the most part, the little tattoo always has to get covered up.
Do you ever, if they tell you a location, do you ever recommend or suggest that tattoo would look better here? Or, you get
Yeah.
me? Let's say I wanted that one right here.
I do, yeah. I'll suggest that, like that tattoo's not gonna look nice in that spot because there's a lot of people too, right? They don't have tattoo knowledge, right? They don't know even about art, or like you know. So they just like they're just like, oh, I just want this here. Like I don't care.
Or they assume I want to get in the least where it hurts the least, but it just may not look the best.
Yeah, exactly.
Does this one lleva white or no?
Nah, pa.
Oh, okay. I remember that was that's a painful one, huh? The white.
The white, fool, because the white's always last.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily that it's white. It's just
No, it's just the last
it goes on top of
last tone. Yeah. So I'm already cut all of this, and then with the white, if I go, you know,
God.
that's why it hurts so much. Fool. Yeah. People think because it's the color, nah.
It's just you're re-piercing already in a way.
Exactly.
You say you don't do color tattoos. It's a lot of shades you have to learn, huh? And mix.
Yeah, bro. It's because it's not like you see like red and shit, but it's not just one red. It's like fucking 3 different reds. You know what I mean?
With the drop of
Three
white.
different, yeah, 3 different greens, 3 different fucking blues, like all this shit. Nah, I'm cool, bro.
What's your favorite part to tattoo?
The forearm, the inner or outer forearm.
Like right here?
Yeah.
It's just an easier place? Or?
Yeah, it's just flat, fool. It's so flat, and like the space is usually like perfect, you know? You could fit like a cool design in that spot, you know?
What's your least favorite?
Probably like the neck, behind the ear.
Damn, the neck.
Yeah. The neck.
Why is
bro.
it because you're afraid like you might hurt them or
Nah, it's just the skin on the neck. It's more stretchy, fool.
Oh.
Y tiene más como, like, it has more like pores, like little pores and little like shit, you know? So like just swells up ugly, fool, sometimes, you know?
Have you ever gotten anyone that their first tattoo was the neck?
Nah.
That's usually like the when they already fill up the body, huh?
Yeah. Nah, but the homies do. The homies be getting like some fools trying to get like their face tattooed for like their first tattoo.
Oh shit.
Fucking crazy kids, bro.
I feel like I wouldn't do good because I'll be discouraging them. Like, nah, I don't get a tattoo on your face.
I was for
Especially
sure.
if they're like, I guess on the younger side.
Oh yeah, dude. I'll tell them. I won't do that, bro. My homies, a lot of my homies won't do it either. They're like, nah, bro. Like, what the fuck, fool? You're fucking young, dog. Fuck your face up. I feel like if you're gonna get your face tattooed, you should have a pretty good fucking job, dude.
Yeah.
Literally, we call them job stoppers because they stop you from getting jobs.
You gotta be a full-on influencer, rapper, committed all the way, huh?
Yeah, bro.
I guess they're the only people that can pull it off.
Straight up. Or if you tattoo, you know, you're in the tattoo industry, yeah,
Or that,
fuck it,
yeah.
tattoo your face, you know what I mean?
You're thinking of getting your face?
Nah, bro.
Are you still been? Have you been getting tattoos or you stopped for a little bit?
Dude, I haven't got a tattoo. I should be getting tattooed soon, though.
Do you have your
Hopefully.
back tattooed?
I don't. I don't have anything on my back.
So it's your arms mainly.
My
Arms and legs?
my chest, my like stomach.
Do you have any tattoos you regret?
Yes. Bro, I don't fucking regret a lot of shit, dude. Right? Especially like my tattoos. But I'm super self-conscious of that fucking Bad Bunny portrait that I have behind my fucking leg, bro. I hate that shit, dog. I don't know why the fuck I did that, bro. Fuck.
It's a portrait meaning like his face, like his.
Yeah, dude, I have fucking Bad Bunny's face tattooed on me.
At the time, what, you're like his biggest fan, or you just started to look cool, or what would you say?
Yeah, I think what it was is the homie that was tattooing me. He wasn't like we weren't doing shit at the shop that day, and he kind of wanted to see if maybe the tattoo went viral. That's when Bad Bunny was like on and popping, you know. And he was just kind of like, well, like let's tattoo you, and I'm like, fuck it. He's like, what do you want? I'm like, I don't know, whatever, you know. And he was like, oh, let's do a portrait of Bad Bunny. You know, I was like, okay.
So why you think it's self conscious? Because like another dude on your leg type of thing.
Not that. I think it's just like I don't know. Like it's fucking Bad Bunny, dude. Like fucking cares about that guy, you know? I mean, he's dope. Obviously, I fucking like him. You know what I mean? His music's sick, fool. But to get his fucking face tattooed on me, dude, like, you know, it's a
Yeah.
bit much.
Because at that point, people may assume you're like the biggest fan, or one
Yeah,
of the,
yeah,
like,
yeah. You know.
at every
And then
concert.
especially it's at the gym. It's at the gym where I feel like, ah, fool. Because I know people see that shit. You know what I mean?
Have people question you about it? Like, random?
Nah,
No.
nah, but I've seen people look at it like, oh, like look, here's Bad Bunny, you know what I mean?
Would you cover it up?
Yeah, I'm gonna cover it up. I'm just gonna blast over it with something, and then I'm probably gonna like remove the tattoo on my face.
The chin, no?
Nah, this one, the
Oh,
one on my
okay.
cheek.
Oh shit! I forgot you had that one here.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna remove that one, fool.
I was watching this YouTube video of girls that will get tattoos like when they're like 18 and they're regretting it now when they're like over like 30 or 40. Because at the time, like the popular one, the flower like on their
Ankle.
like they'll get them here, like
Oh
the big
yeah.
flowers, and they're like the way they're speaking about it, they're like, yeah, at the time we got it because it looked cool, and then my cousin had it and I got it, and now it looks so stupid. I don't know what to do. But that's because they're older, obviously. But I wonder how big of a community out there regrets like their 18-year-old tattoos. Because it's
Sure.
crazy because you do grow throughout the years, right? At 18, one thing might have seemed like the best thing in the world. Now you're like, it's laughable, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, fool. Like on some of these kids that want to get their face tattooed, bro. I'm like, fool, what the fuck? Like, oh, I just turned 18. I want to get my face tattooed. I'm like, dude, what the fuck, bro? That's wild, dog.
And I bet a lot of that comes from the influencers. They might see like Blueface or like
Oh
those.
yeah, 100%. For yeah, dude. They want to be like what they see, you know, on TV and shit.
For the tattoo removals, they're not 100%, huh? They'll leave a fade or they
The
are.
laser,
Yeah.
yeah. Like if you go to a good one, they can. I've seen people like get their like completely gone.
Oh, okay. I hear it's a lot more painful than the actual tattoo, huh?
Yeah, that's what I heard too. My homie Jason, that was getting his shit removed right now, his face, and he says that shit hurts. That's why, right? Fucking make sure you know what you fucking want to get tattooed and make sure, like, that's why I say, hey, dude, like, do your research, bro. That way you don't have to cover up your tattoo, you know? Or you don't have to regret it, you know what I mean?
I think the key to it is the tattoo, make sure it's, I guess, meaningful, what has some meaning to you, rather than like, oh, that looks cool, or I seen it on someone like an
Yeah,
influencer and I want it
yeah.
too.
Or it could even be that. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, like, oh, like I like that, I like how it looks, you know what I mean? But yeah, dude, like be original. Fool, you know how many fucking Sankudas I've done. You know how many fucking lions with the clock, fool, and the fucking or the compass. You know what I mean? Like, fool, like that's cool. Like the concept, right? There's a meaning behind that, all that, right? But just be original. Like let your tattoo artist kind of do his thing, fool. You know what I mean? Because I've gotten people like that, fool, where like I designed something for them, same concept, right? But different. So it's like you don't have like that same tattoo everybody else does. And they'll be like, nah, bro, like I didn't want it like that, you know, can we just do this one? Like, and I'm like, all right, well, it's your skin, you know?
Let's say you design something and people see it, they like, and that's when it gets repeated, huh? Because people are like, oh, that artist did his thing and I want that as well. Do you design just like out of nowhere, just do drawings and they're like, oh,
No, I'll pull images off of like the internet and like use references and stuff like that, and then just kind of create something. I'll just try to create like the same thing, you know, just like in my own style, you know. When you book with me, I'll always ask for where you're gonna get it, right? So I have an idea of kind of like what space we have, if you have tattoos already existing in that area, and then I'll just have you send me references of like something what you're looking to get, right? It could be like a picture of somebody else's tattoo, you know what I mean? It could be literally just like a image you found online, you know what I mean? Or sometimes people will just tell me like, oh, like I just want to get fucking, I don't know, like they'll say like some horror shit, just whatever horror, you know what I mean? And I'll be like, all right, cool. And I'll just kind of just put something together for you.
Should I pass out for the to go viral?
Like that little kid with his mom. Oh, she's dead. Have you seen that shit?
No.
She passes out. She getting like a tattoo.
The one I seen, they actually put him under to sleep. Arcangel, I think his name is, the rapper. But
Yeah.
there's like literally like 4 artists working on him. That's crazy.
Yeah, for my homie Gabriel was there. He did that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, that for G baby. You know G baby, no?
I think that,
A
yeah.
little Filipino.
Why do you think they did that? Mainly for, I mean, visually it looks cool, or is just to get it over with? Like,
Yeah, so they're doing that because yeah, like people are trying to get like a large amount of their body tattooed in like a short amount of time. That's why they'll have like 3 or 4 artists full on you. So that way they could finish like that whole fucking section, bro, in one day, you know? There's no artist out there, fool, that could do a fucking nice back piece in one day, fool.
you felt it in the morning? Well, not as bad, right?
Oh, yeah, you feel it after, fool, I'm sure. There's no way, just like when you cut yourself, you know? It's like when you get a cut, fool, or a scrape or some shit, fool, you feel that shit the next day, fool. That shit's expensive, though, fool. I don't know how people fucking pay for that shit, dog. It's ridiculous. It's like $100,000, fool.
Oh, bro.
You need a whole doctor, fool, fucking whole, fucking medical team, fool. The girl that does them for us, she's certified.
She's there all day, or you have to?
No, yeah, you set an appointment up with her.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll just kind of be like, or we'll set it up like, oh, this fool, you know, and then, yeah, she charges whatever she charges and shit, which is cool. Like, I'm planning on doing it. I'm planning on doing it for my neck, to finish my neck.
Do you know how much that runs for?
She's charging, I think, anywhere from like 1,000 to like 1,200. Yeah, it just depends on the space, on the area too. Like if the bigger the spot, I'm assuming, you know.
It's probably more than the tattoo sometimes.
Yeah, fool. That's what I'm saying. But like we've already had a couple people in the shop do it.
Have you ever tattooed someone where the language barrier, where you couldn't really communicate, where it was all like just signs?
Nah, never. Cause I'm fucking bilingual, so usually, you know, it's either like English or Spanish way. So nah, bro, never. That's a crazy question. I never thought about that. Oh, you know what? Lies. For one time when I first started tattooing, I tattooed this lady and she was mute. She didn't know how to, she couldn't talk. Yeah, fool. That shit was crazy.
So it was all like thumbs up type of conversation.
Yeah, exactly. Or with the phones.
I figure now that most people are on their phone most of the time, right? It's not like you have to have a full on.
Yeah. Most people are on their phones. But now, like I be having conversations with my clients sometimes. You know what I mean? Just depends. If they want to chop it up, I'll chop it up with them. Some fools don't. Some fools are just kind of like just there. I just want to get my tat.
Man, I'll be talking everywhere. I'll be having podcasts without podcasting.
But yeah, that's what's up though.
Is there any celebrities or any people you tattooed or that you would like to tattoo?
Yeah, I would like to tattoo some celebrities. That would be cool. I mean, But anybody in specific? Nah, not really. I tattoo Dwayne Johnson's stunt double.
Oh shit.
I tattooed that guy. Yeah. So as far as like famous people, that's like the most maybe a couple YouTubers. My homie Gabriel, dog, that would be fucking tattooing all the celebrities, bro.
I think it comes down to that, right? Once he gets one in the pipeline, they all almost line up after.
Yep. Yeah, dude. Like people, and not just like other celebrities, just people in general, fool.
It's the referrals and word of mouth, huh?
Yeah. They're like, yeah, I want to get tattooed by the same guy that fucking Chris Brown got his tattoo done by. You know what I mean?
Feel like I'm growing my runner legs. I remember when I was a straight little stick.
Yeah, no, I've been seeing you fucking doing your thing, bro. That's just I can't run for shit because I fucking smoke a lot.
I think
So eso sí, güey, correr no me inviten.
you've been going to the gym, though, no?
Yeah, I go to the gym, full. Cardio? Fuck no.
Not even on the bikes there or the Stairmaster.
Once in a while.
Yeah, the days that I'm my laziest or don't want to go, I go just to the bikes and like the sauna. Probably a little bit of weights, but I do it just for the consistency of showing up. As long as I get to the gym, I feel better.
Yeah. It always feels nice
Yeah.
when you leave, full, you know? Especially when you're like, when you don't want to go, you know what I mean? And you do, you're like, fuck yeah, I'm glad I went, you know?
Yeah. You never been a drinker, huh?
Nah, fool, I don't drink too much, but
Nothing good about drinking.
I never drank, fool, like really growing up until when I started my apprenticeship as a tattoo artist. I kind of started drinking more, fool.
Because the environment you were in, or you feeling stressed, or
Yeah, just the environment that I was in, fool, you know? Too much freedom. Where I was like, like, fuck it, dude, like, fucking, I got a little tattoo tomorrow, or I'll just cancel on my client, you know? But I caught myself, you know? Luckily, I was like, like, maybe this isn't it, you know? This isn't the move, bro.
yeah, drinking definitely gets in the way.
It was like a time, you know? Time and a place, I feel. When you're doing it every day, fool, you know what I mean? That's when it's a problem with.
Yeah, or when you just find any excuse to drink.
Or any little excuse, you know? Just smoke, bro. La motivation.
Because you smoke the actual flower, no?
Yeah.
Or you will be vaping.
Nah, I smoke flower, fool. Old school.
Yeah.
Smoking joints, you know? I don't smoke blunts or nothing like that, fool, because that should be fucking my throat up.
Do most artists, you think they smoke or drink?
I feel like, yeah, bro, like, we get caught in this, like, fucking lifestyle full of, like I said, I feel like we have so much freedom with our, like, time. And yeah, like, we make decent amount of money, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's easy to get drawn into, like, that lifestyle full of being fucking, you know, like partying, bro, you know, drinking every day and shit. But for the most part, bro, like just like anybody, it's up to you, bro. Like my homie Space Ghost, bro. Shout out to homie Space. That was sober like I don't know, dude, like 5 years or something like that, dude. I feel like it was just kind of getting in the way, fool. Like fucking, I'm assuming his personal life and work, you know, just becomes too much.
Yeah, I think it always, well, for me at least, it comes to the point where it's almost not even fun anymore. It's just like a habit. It just becomes so like, oh, well, I'm used to every Thursday buying a 12-pack and it's Thursday today, so let me go get it, you know?
And that's what I'm saying. Like for us, it's like easy for us to get wrapped up in that.
And I imagine too, it gives you that head change of like, you know, being a little bit more calm or being a little bit more.
Yeah. Not so. Just alcohol fucking fucks you up, you know. Not even just in the moment, just in general. Fool, right? You're hungover, fool, for like 2 days. At least me, right? Fuck that, fool. I'd rather not. And then yeah, bro. Like I said, I started seeing it, right? Like where I would cancel appointments because I'm hungover. Fucking cancel appointments because I know that I'm gonna go out and then I'm gonna get too fucked up. You know what I mean? And that shit affects you, dude. Like, you know, and then your clients, people aren't dumb, dude. Like, they see what you're doing, you know what I mean?
When you know what you're doing and it's just that little guilt in the back of your head, huh? Even if you try to pretend it's not, well, at least for me, but I still felt like, yeah, this is not right.
Yeah, bro. And then, plus, you know, with alcohol, full comes other shit, bro. You know what I mean?
You're like, I'm already drinking, might as well do this. So I'm already.
Yep. I'm not gonna say that I don't drink. I do once in a while, you know? But it has to be kind of like a special occasion, bro. Because again, like my whole thing is like, and it's always been that, you know what I mean? Like, why am I gonna do something that I'm gonna pay for the next day? Drinking's not just drinking, fool. Like for me, right? Like drinking is like, okay, I'm gonna drink tonight, and then tomorrow I'm not gonna do anything either because I'm gonna be fucking hungover, you know?
You block out the 2 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a while that's what I wanted to be a casual drinker, but I found out I don't work like that. So might as
Yeah.
well went like completely sober.
Yeah, fool, you know. Sometimes it's not for everybody, fool, you know. Alcohol, dog. My girl has me watching the fucking Jenny Rivera fucking show.
The novela.
Yeah. Fool.
That's crazy when I watch stories of like celebrities and then you find out their life is just like anyone else's or worse at times, and you just
Yeah.
imagine, oh, they're rich, they're famous, they're good.
Yeah.
Nope, they're struggling even more sometimes.
Fool, that's even now, you know. Social media, fool, you know. Fucking facade, bro.
That's a big reason they say also relationships fail a lot because social media kind of gives the impression that everyone's living a good life. So sometimes the girls start comparing, like, hey, how come you're not bringing me these many flowers every day like this TikTok or whatever, you know?
Yes, yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna put you on game con el temach. You never seen anything from him?
Nah, never. I just know that she's told me about because her brother. She'll be like, yeah, like my brother will say this shit that this food and then that name.
Uh-huh.
And she'll be like, that fool's never gonna fucking find a girl like that. He's gonna be single forever if he thinks like that, you know? I'm like, I don't know.
Do you remember anything in particular?
Nah, fool.
One thing he helps guys is in the way of, have you heard of the term simp?
Yeah.
So we kind of living in that generation of what he calls simp, or like just the term simp is that dudes are overdoing it for girls because they, like how I say on TikTok, some dudes show, oh, I need to bring her all these flowers, do this. So a lot of guys start doing that. Well, a lot of guys that do that, they're just being used by the girls as like, little puppets.
Yeah.
So a lot of times he just preaches that, like, to not do that if it's not serious. Like if she's not already your girlfriend for like this amount of months or whatever, you don't need to kill yourself over trying to get a girl that at the end of the day she just sees you as a little puppet or like just a guy that's
I'm basically just using you.
just yeah, and that's big on TikTok too. That girls use guys just for dinners, they have like all these dudes that are doing over and beyond. They even like sending them over like cash apps and stuff just for existing. That's like, wow, like I can't believe there's dudes like that. So
I
yeah,
sent a video the other day of some dude. He went out with this girl, and this fool got her phone. Yeah, dude, she had him saved under like meal something, like fucking free meal number 5 or I don't know what. And I'm like, that's crazy, dog.
I like that he says the psychology how it is. How do you normally book clients? Is on social media right now?
Yeah, fool, all through Instagram, pa. So if you want to get a hold of me, hit me up on Instagram. Ask for a $200 deposit to lock in appointments and to start working on your design.
And it's a Banx tattoos. Banx underscore?
Banx, BANX, tattoos.
All together?
Underscore tattoos, yeah.
And they can check out your work. Everything, well, most of it is posted on there, right?
Yeah, all my work will be posted on Instagram. If you're in the Los Angeles area looking to get a tattoo, hit me up.
What's the radius you're willing to travel?
I do house calls, but I do charge a little bit extra for house calls. So my rate is usually anywhere from 800 to 1,000 for a full day session. A full day session, I can usually knock out like a quarter sleeve. For house calls, I do charge an extra, $300 or $400 on top of my session. Just depending on where I'm driving. But yeah, I'm definitely open to house calls. Ya estuvo mi rey. It's faster than we thought, huh?
Yeah, what you aim for? 2 hours, 3 hours, no?
Yeah. How many hours was it? Like 1?
It's 1 and like 10 minutes. Yeah, pretty much 1 hour. And I could wear short shorts for my runs.
Yeah. Ahora sí, güey.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Hi, pa. Appreciate
Great job,
you,
bro.
I'm
Great
put a
job.
little bit of ointment on it. I'll take some photos right now.
Does hair grow over it?
Yeah, it'll grow over it.
I wonder if I should just shave from that one.
I have some homies that do that. They have their legs and they just shave their legs now.
There you have it, guys. A quick podcast session with Banx Tattoos. Thank you for.
Thank you, Eddie, for having me.
One last time, we can find them at Banx_tattoos. BANX_
Yes, sir.
tattoos.
Banx Tattoos, hit me up. IG, TikTok. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for everybody who's been supporting me through my journey, and my gratitude is there. Promise you.